The Zephyrian Council had seen many species rise and fall across the galaxy, but none had puzzled them quite like the humans. Ambassador Kethra's 4 eyes blinked in rapid succession as she reviewed the latest report from the frontier world of Nexus 7, her chitinous fingers tapping against the crystalline desk. "This cannot be accurate," she muttered to her aide, a young Velothian whose skin shifted from blue to concerned purple. "Read it again." The aide's voice trembled slightly. The human colonist, designation Marcus Chen, was discovered at dawn by our patrol drones with 2 juvenile Nexus leopards sleeping against him beside his campfire. The leopard's mother, an apex predator measuring 4 meters in length, was observed watching peacefully from approximately 10 meters away. Kethra's mandibles clicked in frustration. Nexus leopards were among the most dangerous predators in this sector. Crystalline-furred beasts with retractable plasma claws and telepathic hunting abilities. Adult specimens had been known to tear through reinforced battle armor. Their cubs, while smaller, possessed the same lethal instincts from birth. "How is he still alive?" she demanded. 3 hours later, the Council's fastest scout ship descended toward the human settlement on Nexus 7. Through the observation deck's transparent aluminum, they could see the impossible scene continuing to unfold. The human sat cross-legged by his fire, one leopard cub curled in his lap, while the other batted playfully at the flames. The mother leopard lay nearby, her massive form relaxed in what could only be described as contentment. "Fascinating," whispered Dr. Zerian, the Council's chief xenobiologist. His multiple sensor organs whirred as they focused on the scene. "The cub's biosignatures indicate complete calm. No stress hormones, no fear pheromones. They're bonding with him." Captain Vorash, a seasoned military officer whose species had evolved from pack hunters, shook her massive head. "Impossible. Nexus leopards imprint only on their birth parents. They kill anything else that approaches their young." When the ship landed, Marcus Chen looked up with mild curiosity rather than alarm. He was unremarkable by human standards, average height, brown hair, wearing simple work clothes that bore the stains of frontier life. What struck the alien observers was his complete lack of fear as the leopard mother rose to her feet, her plasma claws extending slightly. "Hello there," Marcus called out, gently stroking the cub in his lap. "You folks with the Wildlife Service? I was wondering when someone would come looking for these little ones." Ambassador Kethra approached cautiously, her translator device working overtime to process the human's casual tone. "Human Chen, you are in extreme danger. Please move away from the predators slowly." Marcus chuckled, a sound that made the alien delegation exchange confused glances. "Danger? These babies got separated from Mama during the storm 3 days ago. Found them shivering by the river, half drowned and scared out of their minds." He scratched behind the ear of the cub playing with the fire. "Couldn't just leave them there." "You rescued them?" Dr. Zerion's voice pitched higher with disbelief. "Well, sure. Look at them. They were just babies in trouble." Marcus's expression grew serious as he looked at the massive mother leopard. "Mama here showed up yesterday morning. I thought I was done for, but she just sniffed around, checked on her cubs, and seemed to realize I'd been taking care of them." The mother leopard chose that moment to approach Marcus, her movements fluid and deliberate. Every weapon in the Council delegation powered up simultaneously, but Marcus simply extended his hand. The creature, easily capable of severing his arm with a casual swipe, instead rubbed her great head against his palm. By the eternal void, Captain Vorash breathed. She's thanking him. Dr. Zerion's sensors went into overdrive. The telepathic resonance. It's unlike anything in our records. The human isn't just communicating with them. They've accepted him as family. Marcus stood slowly, the cubs protesting sleepily at being disturbed. They'll be heading back to their territory today, I think. Mama's been teaching them to hunt again, and they're getting too big for my little camp anyway. He smiled at the alien delegation. Though I'll miss the company. Over the following months, reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Humans bonding with crystal spiders on Antares 3. Human miners being protected by the supposedly mindless rock borers of Kepler Station. Human explorers forming symbiotic relationships with the energy parasites of the Void Nebula, creatures that had killed every other species that encountered them. The Zephyrian Council convened emergency sessions, trying to understand this phenomenon. Their greatest minds proposed theories. Humans possessed undiscovered telepathic abilities. They emitted unique pheromones. They had evolved some form of universal empathy. The truth, when it finally emerged from a comprehensive study of human behavior, was simultaneously simpler and more profound than anything the Council had theorized. Humans, alone among all known species, possessed the ability to see family in the unfamiliar, safety in the dangerous, and kinship in the alien. Where other species saw threat, humans saw need. Where others saw monsters, humans saw individuals worthy of care. Ambassador Kethra stood before the full council assembly, her report hologram displaying images of Marcus Chen teaching one of the now-adult leopards to play fetch with a stick. "The humans," she announced, "do not conquer through superior firepower or advanced technology. They conquer through something far more dangerous, the ability to make anything love them." The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. Across the galaxy, human colonies were thriving not because they had tamed hostile worlds, but because those worlds had chosen to protect them. Captain Vorash, reviewing the latest security reports, noted that human settlements had become the safest places in known space. Not because of their defenses, but because everything, from microorganisms to apex predators, had mysteriously begun treating them as family. "How," she asked the empty bridge, "do you fight against a species whose superpower is making friends?" In his small cabin on Nexus 7, Marcus Chen fell asleep by his fire, a new litter of leopard cubs purring softly against his chest while their parents stood guard in the darkness. Above them, the stars seemed to shine a little brighter, as if the universe itself had learned to love humanity back.